Okay, so I'll get started. I'm Diana Gray. I'm the Community Marketing Manager for UiPath for the Americas, and I'd really like to welcome you guys today. We have been working with the AI user group for some time now, and know that you all participated in one of the AI engineering events. So we just wanted to talk to you a little bit about UiPath, mainly for the purpose that we have a lot to offer, and most of it is free. And it's a lot of things that can help your careers or introduce you to the area of RPA, AI, some of those things. So I would like to introduce who we have on the call today. So I'll be talking a little bit about some of these things, but Russel Alfeche is our MVP. He's actually from Phoenix. He actually built the program workshop that you guys did at the AI engineering event. And then we have Anna Maria Bullock on the call as well. She's our intern with UiPath and has been helping with the program as well. So Russell, if you want to go to the next slide. So I just wanted to kind of give you a sense of what UiPath is. If you're not aware, UiPath has about 2.5 million professionals around the globe. We do all kinds of things. We really support developer events, hackathons. We provide training for people. We provide certification. We do a lot of virtual events to kind of bring people up to speed on what our products are, what the technology is. And also, with our events, it's really easy for us to bring in a UiPath expert. So typically when you're attending our events, you're going to be hearing from people who really know the product, really want to help you, and really want to answer your questions that you have or help you get over any kind of initial gotchas you have, or, they're just really there to help you. So we do all kinds of things, creative things like create blogs, use cases, videos. We have a MVP program, which is our most valuable professional. I told you Russell's one of those chosen people. We have 35 in the US, Latin America, and Canada, and 125 around the world. We recognize them in a big way. We have events and summits for them. We consider them our champions from the outside. They help us a lot. It's really fun and engaging. Several of our MVPs attended the events with you over the last couple of weeks. So that's always fun to get involved in that way. And then we also have like our learning on the academy, getting certified. We provide free training, which is pretty rare in today's world. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. And then we also have a forum. And part of the activity today is kind of walk you through some of these things, just so that you're aware of it. And then if you want to participate, you can. But we think it's really important for you to know a little bit about our company. We're a lot of fun. And the training has helped like millions of people. So if you want to go to the next slide, Russell. So we start with the UiPath community. This is the URL, and I'll also be putting that in the chat. But there is our platform for everything UiPath community. It'll give you links to the academy. I'm going to show you this website in a minute. It will give you opportunities on how you can collaborate with us. If you're interested in becoming an MVP or any of these things, you can always reach out to me, and I will put my email in chat. I will set up a meeting with you. I will find out like what your interests are and help to place you with what makes sense for you. Like I said, we have all of our events up there posted. You can attend all of them for free. There's just a wealth of information there. It also provides you access to the links to the blog and the forum, and I'll be putting those in the chat as well. If you go to the next slide. So reasons you want to join the UiPath community. As a professional, I think you get the latest news on AI automation. Automation, I'm going to have Russell explain a little bit, but AI and automation really go together well. Again, he'll explain that in his part of the session today. But we help you practice and grow your skills. Our content is free. We really encourage a lot of people, like-minded people, to grow in their network. We find this to be one of the biggest benefits to the work you're doing, is to actually meet people who can help you in different companies and different continents. We have a lot of fun, so we do a lot of things where we solve challenges and win prizes. We have summits, we have the forward conferences. You can contribute to your professional domain and get recognized for your contributions. So we have certifications, digital badging, all those types of things. And as a company using the UiPath platform, you can have access to the community platform. It's free. You can access it. You can learn on it. Again, all of our training is geared towards showing you what is available. And really, we target developers in the community and then also business professionals. We have a whole range of products and a whole range of content. Everything from studio to test automation to AI. So it's really robust. And again, Russell will show you that in just a minute. So if you want to go to the next slide. So our main platforms for engagements are the UiPath Academy, the community, and then Inside Monthly Demo Day, where you can find demos of what we do on the Insider portal, and then UiPath Forum. So Russell, if you want to stop sharing just for a second, I'm just gonna share my web so people can get a sense of this. Let's see. There we go. So this is the UiPath community for everybody just to kind of see. Like I said, this is our dashboard. I'm going to put this URL into the chat. So if you see here, here's where all of our events are. We have upcoming events. We have Dev Dive, so special product area curriculum that we show with our experts from UiPath. We have things like the Autopilot series coming up. We have connector corners, how to use integrated services. So this goes on and on. It talks about test automation, different things that we do. We had a business analyst series, which I'll be running again this year. Over on the Academy, if you go to the Academy, it basically goes through our free training. It'll show you the learning path. You can take these at any time you want. We do have certifications that go with them. If you're interested in that, we do run programs. I'll be running 2 at least this year. One is on the BA series, so we'll actually walk you through the training, which is self-paced, and then have experts come and talk to you about the products associated with that. And then there's an opportunity to get discounts on the certification or get those for free. We have all kinds of summer school programs, Reboot Your Skills. And then we also have resources. So we have a welcome guide, the forum, which we'll show you a little bit later. And then you can help. We show you where the documentation is. You can contribute to our blog. Again, here's a link to the Insider portal, the marketplace, to our YouTube channel, where we post all of our videos. And then if you want to contribute, this top one is a way to contribute, which I'll put in the chat as well. And then we also have programs for chapter leaders if you want to run one of our 23 chapter leaders with other members so you get to know them. If you want to become a most valuable professional, which explains exactly what that is. And then we also have programs like student developer champions, content contributors, for other things. You can contribute videos as well. So all this is all tied to this one platform. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to put those URLs in the chat for you, but I'm going to want Russell to have enough time to share his part of the presentation. And then if there's time at the end, we can open it up for questions. So over to you, Russell.
Thanks, Diana. Absolutely. This is a great intro. So that said, so for this next part of the session, so you must have received, or you must have, from the workshop, you must have received reminder for you to go into the forum so that you can take on the next part of the challenge where you will be developing your building your automation from scratch, right? And that's what we'll be doing in the next few moments. But before we do that, and before I send you the challenge, I'd like to do a recap first of what we had or what you have went through the session. And this will be just very quick, and then we will do a quiz at the end. So we're all the same page, right? And this is all part of the challenge that Diana will be posting, right? All of you here, all of you are already qualified with step one, right? You already did step one, and then now you're on step two. Where you will be doing the challenge, right? And that challenge I will be sharing with you in this session. And then, so once Diana has provided the link to this, so after this call or session, then you will be able to go through the details and what are the things that you need to do to join this challenge or submit your entries for this challenge are all laid down here, and I will be walking you through as well, right? Before I, can you see my screen? Am I sharing the right screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So again, so I'll start first with a quick recap, and then let's do the challenge, right? Let's do the. I will be walking into the challenge. So quick recap: what UiPath, what it offers in terms of business automation, three pillars, right? Discovery, automate, and operate. Helping you discover the right processes to automate through process mining enabled, AI enabled process mining, task mining, communications mining. So this is in the discover part. Once you have the automations that are high priority, you have all the business justification on why this is fit for automation. Then you have the automate piece, automate pillar, which helps you build this automation in a low code manner, right? Mainly low code, right? You can interact with both UI and API. I think you've seen and have done some hands-on yourself on how to build automation and how to interact with this latest generative AI capabilities at UiPath. So in order to extract from documents, in order to interact with API directly or even UI, which is part of the challenge, by the way. So that's a build part. You have all these resources in hand with UiPath, and all once you register for your own community in the community, you can get all this for free, right? So operate. So once for enterprise customers, right, which already has the automations deployed in production, they want to measure what are the impact of the automation, what are the benefits, are they seeing the benefits that they are expecting from their automations, and um, that's where the operate comes in. The business automation platform that UiPath has provides the insights and analytics to help you measure the performance of your robots and all your automations deployed in production. Right. So all this works hand in hand. All the this from discovery to automate to operate, tools that you can leverage for a holistic business automation platform. Now, focusing on the build part, right? Focusing on the building of the automation, or as you can see, you're automating, right? So it's not just simulating human actions. So it's also being able to leverage AI capabilities or um, machine learning models that can help you perform or automate more complex tasks, like such that those that are involved that involves, let's say, document extraction, or those that involves, let's say, um, triaging emails, let's say that comes in structured format, right? So you have let's say order processing use case where every day the agents would look at the emails and determine if it's a new order of personal checks or reorder of business checks. So those are things that will require um, judgment, right, or require intelligence to be able to automate, right? So and it always comes in this pattern, right? You have the context, which is your input, whether it comes from, as mentioned, it can come from email, it can come from documents, or any data from your database, or even data from other processes, right? It comes from context, and then you leverage these tools, whether it's generative AI or specialized AI, to build the capability or the functionalities that you need for automation. And then based on the output of the machine learning model, let's say based on the extracted data from the orders, let's say purchase order, you use UiPath document understanding to extract from purchase order, you have to input it into your SAP or whatever downstream system that you have. So all of this are you can build within UiPath without using any other tool, right? So all these capabilities are available for you within the platform. And for this challenge, we will do just particularly this, right? How we can leverage all these components, mainly the, let's say, document understanding and also the action piece of the UI automation. We will do this as part of this challenge, right? So that's a quick recap. I know you have discussed a lot on the workshop that happened a few weeks or a few days ago. So this is just a quick recap. And before we go to the challenge, and I promise this will be the final piece that um, um, we will be showing before the challenge. So let's do a quiz, right? A pop quiz, and all the questions for this quiz are based on what you have learned from the workshop. So this will be just a quick quiz. Let me so just so it's either you go to menti.com and then enter this code, or just scan this barcode on your mobile or your from your laptop. You go to this URL. So that's how you can join. And then I'll open up the quiz, and then once most of you have joined, then I will present the quiz. So okay, so I will start presenting the quiz. Okay, so now you can start joining. Uh, either, oh, sorry. Yep, hope you're already starting to join. Let's see. Only 2 players, 3 players. So it's either the code, QR code, or the the this menti.com, and then
Yeah, we'd like to get at least 10 people joining. This is just really quick.
yep,
It's one
this
of
will
the
be
things we do during some of our sessions. So it's just more for fun.
yep, just to make sure that so this is just a recap. Anyone else will join?
Anybody else?
Okay, you have 5 players, you have 15 participants. Okay, so if so I'll just count to 5. No one else will be joining. I'll just go ahead and start. You can still join after the first few questions. So, okay, going once, twice, thrice, 4, 5. Okay, let's start. I'll start the quiz now. So the faster you provide answer, the more points. What was the UiPath workshop about? Is it core concepts, no code AI, document understanding, end-to-end AI automation process, or all of the above? Okay, it's great. In fact,
Perfect.
all of it are correct answer. And then let's see the leaderboard. Okay, it's nice. Lourdes Manicam is leading. Okay. Even though you got it all correct, she's the fastest, so that's great. Next question. Anyone else would like to join? You see, it's pretty simple. Pretty simple questions right here. So, okay, let's just start. How to join is menti.com and then 7406-9463. You can do it on mobile, you can do it in laptop. Great. One more join. Okay. Answer to get more points. What are the pre-trained specialized ML extraction model available in DU? What are some of the do we have receipts model? Do we have invoices? Do we have model for news articles? Do we have model for purchase order? So it can be more than one. Specialized ML. Okay. So we do have receipts, model for receipts, model for invoices, model for purchase orders. For news articles, since this is not, so this is a web page, web article that I'm referring to. So the pre-trained machine learning model in document understanding pertains to document extraction models. So no news articles. So, but they do have purchase order, invoices, receipts, and 30 plus more available extraction models for documents. Great. Next question. Okay. Anyone else who would like to join? Going once, going twice, and then we're off. Okay. How was generative AI used in the workshop? To enhance document processing, to enable end-to-end automation, including complex document decision-making, auto-generate workflow, or all of the above? Great, all of the above. Nice. So you've seen how it enhances document processing, you've seen how it helps in the end-to-end automation, you've seen how to auto-generate workflow. That's great. Who's leading? Oh, it's a tough fight right here. Oh, it's still Lourdes. Nice. Great. And for our last question, okay, let's start this. Last question. What is a sample use case for enterprise? See, enterprise generative AI. Fun content and games? Is it creative writing? Is it contact center document processing? Oh, I have it twice right here. So yeah, those are just the 3 choices. Okay, great. It should be this one. Then let's see the final leaderboard. And by the way, we will use this as one of the criteria for who will be, um, uh, although a bit lesser percentage in the challenge. So congratulations, Lourdes, for winning this pop quiz. I'm sure Diana will have some surprise gift for you as
Yeah,
well.
and Lourdes, if you would put your email to me in chat, that would be great. Thanks.
Great, great. Thanks, Anna. So now let's go on to the next part, which is the actual challenge that we will have you build an automation. Um, so you've been to the workshop, so you're off to step one of the challenge. Now you've been here. Now you're off to step two as well. And the last part of the challenge is the the automation itself, the challenge itself in building the automation. And what do you need? What we will have you build. Right? So that's what I will walk you through right now. The process that you will be building as part of the challenge and the one that you'll be submitting. Right. So pick this one. Okay. Just move this here. Okay. So what you will be building is a workflow that will start by receiving an email, right? Receiving an email that contains receipts of hotel receipts for reimbursement, right? So I receive an email, so I will be sending you this email. I will have you send your email. I will have you put it in a Google Drive. I will send you the link, and I will forward you this email that contains three attachments. Three attachments containing hotel receipts, right? And what you're gonna do is download this attachment from your email that you'll be entering in the CSV. You'll download this and then uploading it to Google Drive, right? After uploading to Google Drive, you will have to read the contents of these attachments, right? And this will be very simple. I will tell you, this will be very simple. You don't have to, with UiPath, you don't have to train a machine learning model. You don't have, this is not at all complex, even though they are differently formatted. So this will be very simple task. So download the email, download the attachment, upload to Google Drive, read each and every receipt content, and then go to this website, which is the dummy CRM that you will use. And then there's a login here, right? You will log into this and then go to claim and then submit and select accommodation. Currency will be United States dollar, like this. So looks like there's a lot of steps, but I will tell you this is a pretty simple workflow. And then after creating, you will have a way to add the receipt as expenses. Whatever you extracted using document understanding, you will enter here. First is the date, the current date, and the amount coming from the receipt. Let's say this one, total amount is 26.77. And then whatever the description is, right? You will put this in the note, right? So for each line, right? For each line item right here. Oh, so this is, yeah, this is the total, this is not the total amount, sorry. So this will be the line amount, like 2, put here, and then room service, save, and then next. If it's 0, you can skip it. But if it has something there, like All American, put 12.95, and then the date and expense type, save. And then you will do this for every line, and for each um, receipt, you will have one claim, right? So this is the receipt level, and this is the line item level, right? So that's it. That's it, right? Download, upload to Google Drive, read the receipt, and for each receipt, you add a claim, right? So that's the challenge that you will be building. And it's not like I will just leave you off to it. I will provide some tips, right? I will provide some tips. But first order of the before I go to the tips, how you can build it, right? How you can frame it, easily build it. I will have you write your emails. I can send you this. I will have you add your emails here. I will create a Google Sheets. So just write your email here so I can forward to you the this attachments. I will share this. Share. So I will share this link, and if you can go ahead and add your names to this emails to the sheet so I can forward you this. And just so you know, if you're able to complete this challenge, then we will be able to assess the submissions that you have. So these are the prices, right? The prices that are up for those top five. Each will get a $50 UiPath Store voucher, right? Once you complete this, and top price will be $100, right? So not only you will be able to build confidence that you are able to automate something from scratch, end to end, particular use case, but also you will get the chance to win this swags and vouchers.
So you
So
want people to add the emails right now, Russell?
yes, if they can add,
If you guys can just take a minute and do that, that would be great.
yep. If you can just add your emails here so I can send you the input file, this right here, I can send this to you. And then I will walk you through the tips on how you're gonna build this.
You have to give edit access to the doc.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, yes. I will send another link. If you can go to the new link. Okay. Just give 5 minutes for those. I can send you the the input file. So we have 6 prices for this. So the more participants that we have, right? So we can grab all those prices as well. Okay. So probably I'll just so while everyone else putting their email, I'll just look at this later who have provided their emails here.
Yeah, and
And
just one
then,
thing before you go on, I really highly encourage everybody to participate, just so that you see how these projects work with UiPath. It's a lot of fun, but also it teaches you a little bit about what you do know, what you don't know, what you might have questions about, which is why
yep,
we like to do things interactively.
yes. So you can either post your email just like Lourdes does if you cannot access the link, the file. You can post your email in the chat. So I'll just start going ahead with how some tips on how you will go about in building this, right? So you have the input file. I will send this to you after the call. For those who have entered their names on the challenge sheet, I will send this to you. And then I'll just go ahead and provide you the tips, right? And then after that, I'll let you know how you can submit your automations, right? So this is how I will do it, right? First is break them up into logical steps. So end to end, in keeping the end to end in mind. So how I would break them up is first I would read the email, download the attachment, and then upload to Google Drive, right? And then test, right? Before I build the next part, I want to test, right? I would do this step first. I will automate reading the email, download, attachment, upload to Google Drive, test. Right? That's the first part I would do. After doing this first part, now I have the attachments on Google Drive. I will go ahead and extract the downloaded attachments using generative AI. So this is where document understanding will come in, right? We will use the receipts model available as pre-trained. So that's why I said it's very simple. Regardless of the format, I will use the receipts model to extract from the three attachment. Right? Now I will test. Right? I will show you how you can test. And then the last part, also simple, right? Add the data entry flow. Bonus piece is you can also use generative AI for this. You don't have to manually specify which one to enter, which one to click. You can just ask submit claim, right? And it will go ahead and record the steps for you, right? So this is how I would divide this. And for each logical step, I will test. And once I've tested all the steps, now I can rearrange the flow and then build something like this. So this is I will show you the end goal. So this is how it will run. Just so you you know that this is, I mean, this is pretty simple. This is very, very possible and it can be done in less than a day even, less than a few hours, right? So so it's reading the email, checking for the email. If you don't have the email, then it will read. So depending on your properties that you set here for condition, then it will read that and you can test it as well before and then downloading the attachment, uploading to Google Drive. So this is the end-to-end already. This is already rearranged, especially this last one. but I want you to look at it in logical steps that I showed before and test it side by side. But this is how it look like. Yep, you didn't see the login, but it logged in earlier. So white. So this is how it will go over each of the receipts and will go over each of the line items on each receipt, and it's typing it in. So this is live. This is not recorded. So this is live stream. And as you can see, it's running. So this is what you're gonna build, right? So again, for each receipt and for each line of each receipt, you add the expenses. Okay. Okay. So any questions on the challenge before I go ahead with the details on how you're gonna build it? So uh, okay. So there's no questions. So let's just go ahead and go onto the tips. What I provide, what I will provide as tips.
So
Okay.
you have a question about what is the data entry part, Russell?
Yeah, data entry part is what you just saw, the ones that enters into the CRM website. So that's the data entry piece, right? So I showed this. So this is a demo website of an HRM system. So you will have access to this. There's a there's a um there's a username and password that's available here, right? So this is the data entry part. Right? So you have the input. I will send you this input, and then you have the link to the data entry system. Yes, you'll automate claim submission using these inputs, using document understanding. Yes, exactly. So that's the challenge. And how will you do it? Right. So I'll go ahead and create a new project just to give you some tips. Right. So anchoring on this three logical steps, I'll go ahead and first build this, read, email, and download. So that means the trigger will be email sent, right? You're using Google, just use this trigger. If you're using Outlook, uh, like this email received, right? So we're using Gmail. So that's the trigger that we have, right? So you can test this trigger. Once you receive the email that I forwarded, you can test this trigger. And then before even starting the automation, just to make sure that the one that you will be testing off or email that will be received is the email, email that you're expecting. So just to test this trigger. If you're not getting this particular email, then you can add filter. You can add filter, let's say subject contains reimbursement. Yep. And then uh, recipient or sender is me, or whichever I will send from, right? So you can do this and then test the trigger, right? Um, so now that you will have the email, you want to download the attachment and upload to Google Drive. So that's still on the first logical step. So what I practice mainly is these logical steps I bundle together and then just put it in a sequence so I can bundle them together as one logical step, which is download, email, and upload to Google Drive. Right? So I have two activities here, download email attachment, and then upload to Google Drive. Upload files. And then you just need to feed in uh, the message, right? Email message. And then, so this one you can exclude inline attachment so that it will only download the three attachment. Because if I have images inline, it will, if you set this to false, it will also include those attachments, right? For the upload, you just provide the files, which is coming from this attachment, then upload it all, and then just specify the destination. Me, it's whatever destination that you have, and then if you want to add a separate file, and then you can leave it, or if you want to replace an existing file, you can do it. Well, that's it. And then you want to test it, right? Just test run, test like this. And then you're expecting it to read that email, download and upload files, and then you will see it in your Google Drive. So it's already here. So once it's downloaded, it will just overwrite this. So that's what this will do, right? So you have the first logical step, download, upload, um, and then you're off to the next one, right? So next one is again pretty simple.
So first, before you go there, you have a couple of questions. We are basically automating claim submission. Is that a question? That's a question?
Yeah.
Are we basically? And then will it create duplicates if I run multiple times while testing?
So this system, the orange CRM, it refreshes every hour. So whatever data is entered, refreshes every hour. And even if you have duplicates, that's fine. I mean, it's a demo system. And that's why the password is exposed, because they are publicly available for whoever owns this product. They are giving it publicly for them to test. No. So that's fine. If you create duplicate, it will refresh every hour. So if you're asking about the submission, so once you completed this, you will share the link with me. I will walk you through how you submit the workflow. You will share the link with me, and then I will just run it. Right? I won't check the orange CRM for the claims that you submitted. What I will do is I will run your workflow and make sure it works. So that's I will walk you through how will you will submit, but that's just a preview, right? So now you've done the first part. The second part is, again, I will create a sequence, which is I will use extract from attachment. I know it must feel like that I'm already giving you the answers, but I'm sure you will still be facing some challenge, especially on the final part. I'm just giving you some tip on how you can easily frame and make your testing efficient when building this kind of simple automation, right? Um, so I'm not showing you the whole thing. I'll just show you some tips on how you can build it by yourself much more efficiently, right? So there is an activity called extract document data. And how you want to test this, if it's testing running properly, which you should not include in the automation, is um, create validation task and wait. right? So once it's extracted, you want to see if it really extracts the data, right? But it doesn't have to be in the end-to-end automation, right? So you just want to test this, right? You once you download, you want to extract, and so you use extract document data, and this is where you will use um, the pre-trained model for receipt, right? Predefined, and then generative, no, no, receipt. So there's a model for receipts, right? Um, and then these are the extracted fields. So what you need is the line items, right? Mainly, and your input will be from the attachment, right? For the actual flow, you should iterate over the attachment. But for this testing flow, I will just use the first attachment, right? And if you hover over this is another tip, right? If you hover over the attachment, you will see three icons here. One is I can either use the first attachment or I can iterate over the attachment. So what it will do is uh, create a for each. If you click this, it will add a for each loop here. But for testing, I don't want to do this for now. So let me just remove it. So for testing, I'll just test with one attachment. I will select, by the way, you can um, uh, open advanced editor and then type in um, to get the object or attachment. But the easiest way is to just use the first attachment right here, and then it will create the syntax on how to get the first attachment. And if you inspect it inside expression editor, so this is how it looks like, right? But this is how it show. You can just use the variable just like what I did, right? So I will just test with the first attachment that was downloaded, and then I will, so the output of that extract document, I'll just feed in the validation, which to show how it extracted, and I'll just set the title as the file name. So the file name will be here as a variable, full name, and that's it. So I didn't do any coding. I just used the variables and pass it along, right? So I'll just run it real quick and show you how the extraction looks like. Now we're on the second part. We're testing. We're on the second part, and then I'm doing the testing. And then I'll leave the last part to you, the automation piece, but I'll just give you a few tips so we can still cover the last part, how you do the last part. I'll open in Action Center. So this is what this create validation task and wait looks like. So it will go to Action Center and go to Inbox. And in unassigned, you will see this. So 17 seconds ago. So this is how the extraction will look like. So you didn't train any model, it's already pre-trained, and line items are here. Right? You can see line items are extracted here. Right? So that's how you test the second piece. And then again, the last piece, I will just stop this. And then last piece is data entry. And add another sequence. Sequence. So we want to test the data entry. For the data entry, so what you will use is this use application or use browser. So this is using Chromium API. So it can run cross-platform, meaning it doesn't. So it's not really a UI automation. It's a browser-based automation, but you can see it moving. And um, and then properties here. So you have to select the tab that you want to automate. The tab has to be open. So this orange CRM has to be here. I'll just add it here. Yep, this one, select the tab. And then you can automate this in two ways, right? It's either you start generating, click generate, and then it will add the activities for you. If I click generate, I will just say, so this is where you can add activity. So two ways, right? You can add one by one, like type here. Okay, confirm. And or you can say log in with username and password, then click login, then hit generate. So based on your prompt, it will automatically generate the activities for you.
So you have a comment in the chat. It says, I have tried using classified doc activity and keep getting an error, a server error.
So
Yeah.
you don't.
Hey guys, it's me.
Yep. So
I keep using the classified doc and I keep getting a UiPath server error. And I'm wondering if it's a license issue or is it something specific so I'm doing a very simple thing just to identify what my document type is. And I hit an
oh,
error every time.
okay. I have so I will have to check that, but for this, you don't really have to use classify because you don't so you just need to go ahead and do the extract document data. Probably there might be like not sure what the that particular issue is, but you might be using other activities that are in preview. Are you using this or another one?
I am using that classified document.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
I will ask about that. Thanks for bringing that up. But for this challenge, you don't need to classify. Just need to go ahead and extract using this extract document data and selecting receipts. Um, and then for the order entry, just log in, and then once you have recorded the login, you can do a for each of the extracted data, and then you can rearrange, right? So how I would test the data entry is like this. Let me just open this one. So I can disable the download and then the extract. So it's loading. So you can disable the download and extract. And then um, once you've recorded the data entry like this, right? You can just test it by itself. You can test it by itself, right? type in username, type in password, click login, just testing each and every activity, and you will encounter some issues regarding delay. Probably the app not really responding immediately, so you will have to have some delays, or the extracted data has the amount of zero, so you have to skip that, because if you enter the amount as zero, then it will throw some error on the application. So those things you have to do some if else condition. But just to test the linear process of going in the application and then entering a claim, so you can do this. So you have the core activities that will constitute the claim submission, right? Like here. So you can test the activities that you have. And once you're ready with all the activity, then you can rearrange it like this, right? So what's the logical arrangement? So you have to open the app first, log in first, and then for each file you extract, and then you submit the claim, and then for each line item you um, enter the claim or enter the expenses, right? So that's the whole thing, and I just provide you some tips on how you can um, do it in logical manner, how you can test it before you put it all together. I hope this makes sense. I know we're on top of the hour as well. I just want to cover one last thing in how you submit. Um, uh, where are we? So this is how you submit. So name your project as AIUG, first challenge, first name, last name. So if you go to this, uh, not this. So you name this AIUG or AI Engineering Workshop, and then first name, last name, just to identify, and then share, click share, and share it with me. Uh, so this is my email. You have to share it here. It will also be here. You can see here, once project is completed and tested, share the project to this email from Studio Web Portal. And then this is important. Post the link of your project to the AI Engineering Workshop forum thread, the one that Diana has sent. Diana, did you send the link? Yeah, I think Diana has sent
Yeah, I
that
did.
link.
Uh-huh.
And that's where you will post the link of your project once you have shared it. It's fine that you paste the link there, because the only one that can access it is me, because you only shared it to me. If you didn't share it to me, I won't be able to access it as well, even if I have the link, right? So post the link of your project to this forum thread that Diana sent, and then yeah, so then we will be judging based on the following criteria: 40% level of completion. I will run it. Once I receive the project, I will run it, and how fast it will execute. And then um, you can build it differently, right? If you can make it much faster than I have built it, or you can use other activities as well, then we'll be judging it as well. And of course, the fastest one to submit, like there's some it's part of the criteria. And by default, everyone will gain 10% by just submitting. So that's how we will be judging um,
Yeah,
the
you had a little comment before that. Russell, it says, how is UiPath related?
for which one
How is UiPath related? How is,
to which
how is, yeah,
how is related to what? Sorry.
to Mahesh?
Sorry, to qBotica.
Oh, we are, yeah. So qBotica is a UiPath Platinum partner. So we are one of the, if you go to the business partner website of UiPath,
Okay,
so
okay. Right.
qBotica is one of the Platinum partner. We do implementation of UiPath. So yeah, so we are
Also,
so
Russell is an MVP, and you can be an MVP from anywhere.
Yep.
And so, MVPs are typically people who really have technical know-how that are interested in RPA but do not work at UiPath.
Yes, yes. So community is something that is for everyone, right?
Right.
UiPath. So we are part of UiPath community. We can be customers, we can be partners, and this is how we engage with other ones who will also want to be part of the community as well and leveraging this platform. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Magesh Vinayam, I know him for long years, so that's why I asked. Okay.
Oh
qBotica.
yeah, he's our CEO. So he's
Yeah.
a very
Okay.
good guy, awesome guy. So I worked for him. So yeah.
So, Russell, when is this due by? And
Um
if they have any questions in the meantime, can they put those in forum
yes,
that you
absolutely.
can
They
look
can post
at,
it.
or if
Yep.
anybody's struggling? Yeah.
They can post it in forum. Even if it's not the submission link, you can post any questions in the forum. And once you're done, you can post the link to the forum in the forum and some feedback and how did it go. So you can do that post in the forum. I'll be happy to answer your questions.
And do they post it in that section that we provided for them with a contest?
Yeah, this one, right? So this
Right.
is the
So
link.
how, just show them real quick how they could ask a
Yeah, you
question
can just
there.
click.
If you're having struggling to do any of this, you just put a reply and just write, hey, I'm having
Just,
issues with this.
just reply, and if you're ready for your submission, reply as well. Any question, just click reply here. Of course, you need to be registered to see this, to post. Right? Yeah, I'll just, I only see 4, but feel free to add your names here because otherwise you won't have the input file. So I'll just go ahead and send to this folks right here. So if they're the only ones, then they'll be the top 4. if they'll be able to submit. So
Mhm.
okay. I
So
think
can
that's
you put that URL? So everybody, please make sure that you copy the chat, the information in the chat. Russell, can you put one more time where they can enter that spreadsheet, their name and their,
oh yeah, I post it in the chat right now. Hold on.
yeah.
Can I slip the yeah. Uh, I'll copy link. I'll paste it again. Should be
Yeah.
the one, same one.
So again, we like to do these because it's a good learning experience. If you have struggles or anything, we like to help people out so they know kind of what they're doing, but also it's just a fun exercise for you guys to understand a little bit more about what we do, how we like to have interactions with people.
Yep.
So while Russell's doing that, does anybody have any questions you want to ask us?
Yep.
Okay, so you know how to reach out to both of us. Please make sure you copy the chat. I'll wait just for a minute for everybody to do that. You know how to find both of us, Diana and Russell. Please put any questions you have in the forum regarding the contest. And then we'll be looking through those responses on Monday and probably posting the winners on Tuesday at some point.
Yes. Thanks, Dana. Yep. We will
And
do
then
that.
yeah, just make sure that you look at the forum so that we know we're gonna need to know. We're gonna be looking at the spreadsheet for your email address to know where to send the prizes if you win. Because we'll have your email addresses there. Okay.
Yep. And I will send the input files as well. I'll just go ahead and send the input files to the ones that are in the spreadsheet.
Okay.
I don't want to send it to anyone because it might seem like a scam, but yeah, I'll send this. And you'll be expecting a email from this 12@gmail.com. So this is the sender of the input file. I'll go ahead and forward it to those that have put their names in the chat, in the Excel. I've sent it right now. So if you don't receive it in your inbox, check your um, junk mailbox. So that's the input file. I'll monitor this spreadsheet if anyone else who still wants to join, which I urge you to, because this is a great learning experience and you will get more of these just by doing this. I mean, this is a real world there are similar use cases out there in the business processes in any organization. So Diana, there's a question around the recording. Will you be posting that?
No, and again, you guys, we're excited you're here. We want you to benefit from our community. Please reach out to me or Russell if you have any questions about the community, about the contest. There's a ton more we could tell you, and we have events that share more about what we do, but I think we've given you the most important information, the URLs to where to get information. And then if you want to have a one-on-one with me to walk through anything, I'm happy to do that. Russell's a great developer on our team, so he can help you with questions, as can anybody on the forum, I think. So we're just excited you guys came and shared this experience with us, and hope you benefit from this.
Yep.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Russell.
Absolutely. Where can they find the recording, Diana?
The what?
The recording?
Oh, I put that in the chat. So if they copy the chat, they should have all the information.
Okay, so I think it will be in the community link, right? So
Yeah.
you will find this posted in that community link for this particular event. So where you registered or where you RSVP'd, so that's where you'll find this.
Right. Just go back to the same RSVP link, and then you will go to tomorrow it should be posted there.
Yep. Great. Thank you, Dana.
Okay, thanks everybody. We really appreciate your joining.
Thanks everyone. Bye.